The first thing to understand is why an e-commerce sales funnel is such a powerful money system. Unlike a traditional brick and mortar business, you don't need to buy thousands of dollars of inventory up front. In fact, with dropshipping or print on demand, you only purchase product after a customer has paid you. That translates to very little risk. On top of that, most of the heavy lifting can be automated. From capturing a lead to fulfilling an order, you can build systems that run in the background. This means you can scale your ad spend and your revenue will grow proportionally without you having to be online 24/7. Finally, from a side hustle perspective, you can manage everything from a laptop or even a smartphone. That's why this model is so accessible to anyone who wants to start earning extra income without quitting their day job.
Next up is one of the most important steps: choosing what to sell. You want to focus on a niche that has real demand, but isn't so saturated that you'll drown in competition. The fastest way to get started is by using Google Trends. Type in a few of your niche ideas and watch how interest has risen or fallen over the past year. That gives you a sense of seasonality and overall demand trajectories. Once you've got a handful of niches that look promising, head to Amazon bestsellers. Browse categories related to your ideas and note which products are consistently in the top 100. That tells you these are proven sellers. At the same time, sign up for AliExpress and navigate to their hot products or popular now section. You can see which SKUs are moving fast among small-time dropshippers. When you've got candidate products, validate further by searching relevant keywords in a free keyword tool, even Google's own keyword planner. Are there thousands of searches per month with medium competition? That's usually a good sign. Pay attention to how many existing ads you see for that product. If every vendor is already paying $2 per click, consider a different angle or a more niche subvertical. Finally, decide if you want to do dropshipping, where you sell products someone else makes, or print on demand, where you upload your own designs. Dropshipping is easier to start because you're reselling existing SKUs, but print on demand often yields higher margins since you control branding and design. Once you've chosen your niche and sourced products, it's time to get your store online. Shopify is ideal if you want an out-of-the-box solution. You pay a monthly fee and they handle hosting, security, and performance. If you already run a WordPress site or want full control, WooCommerce, the e-commerce plugin for WordPress, is a great option. Whichever platform you pick, choose a responsive theme. That means it looks great on desktop, tablet, and mobile. Customers need to find your menu intuitively: home, shop, about us, contact, policies. High-quality photos are a must. Poor imagery will kill conversions faster than anything else. Write product descriptions that focus on benefits and help the customer imagine using the product. Now, install the essential apps. If you're dropshipping on Shopify, the Oberlo or Spocket apps can pull in products from AliExpress. On WooCommerce, Ali Dropship performs a similar function. For print on demand, Printful or Printify plugins integrate seamlessly. Always add an email marketing plugin. Klaviyo is powerful for segmenting and automating sequences, but MailChimp works if you're just starting out. Finally, configure your shipping settings. Decide whether you'll offer free shipping over a certain threshold, e.g., free over $50, or charge a flat rate. You can also connect real-time carrier rates if you want more precision. Don't forget to set up your payment gateways. Stripe or Shopify payments are best for credit cards, and always include PayPal for trust. Create your policy pages: refund, privacy policy, and shipping policy, which are legally required and build trust. Now, let's look at how traffic moves through an e-commerce funnel. At the top, you're driving visitors via ads, social media, or SEO to a landing page that offers a lead magnet. That could be a freestyle guide PDF, a 10% off coupon, or free shipping voucher. The goal here is to get their email address in exchange for something they perceive as valuable. Once they opt in, they enter your email sequence. The first email should welcome them and deliver the promised lead magnet immediately. Over the next few days, send educational content, highlight bestsellers, and include social proof, reviews, testimonials. After that nurture phase, Send a dedicated promotional email to move them toward their first purchase. Offer a tripwire product, a low-cost item, e.g. $9 to $19, that's hard to resist and demonstrates the quality of your brand. Visitors who land on your product or cart page but don't buy should be added to a retargeting audience. Use Facebook or Google display ads to remind them of what they left behind. If they do purchase, send them to a post-purchase upsell on the thank you page. For example, add this matching accessory for $5 more. If they decline, consider a downsell, a smaller product at a lower price. Throughout this process, track metrics. Landing page CTR, how many visitors click your opt-in, the opt-in rate itself, email open sock click rates, cart abandonment rate, and ultimately the ROAS on retargeting ads. These KPIs tell you what's working or where you need to tweak headlines, copy, or creative. Once a customer places an order, you want to minimize the time you spend processing it. For dropshipping on Shopify, Oberlo or Spocket can automatically send the order details to an AliExpress supplier as soon as payment clears. Similarly, for print on demand, Printful or Printify will print and ship directly to the customer when an order is created on your store. To keep yourself and any virtual assistants in the loop, build simple Zapier workflows, for example. When a new order is created in Shopify, send me a Slack notification. You can also set up a Zap that adds every new customer's email, name, and order info into a Google Sheet or CRM like HubSpot or Airtable. This becomes your master order log. Once the supplier ships the product, they typically send a tracking number back to Shopify or your POD platform. Apps like AfterShip or Shopify's built-in functionality can automatically email the customer with their tracking link, so they're never left wondering. As orders scale, you'll want a streamlined customer service workflow. Connect your store to a help desk like Gorgias or Zendesk. Create macros, canned responses, for the most frequent questions. Where's my order? Can I cancel? Do you ship to X? This way, your support team, or you if you're solo, can respond in seconds. Start by listing out every cost associated with getting a product into a customer's hands. This includes what you pay the supplier, the shipping you incur, unless you include that in a free shipping strategy, and any platform fees. For example, Shopify charges 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction. On WooCommerce, you might instead pay a Stripe fee. Let's say your supplier charges $10 per item. Shipping costs $3. You allocate about $1 per unit for platform fees. That brings your total cost of goods sold to $14. Next, decide how much profit you want per unit. If your goal is $6 profit, then your break-even price is $20. But there's one more piece: advertising. If you're spending $5 in ads to acquire a customer, that $5 is an extra cost that eats into your margin. In practice, you might price the product at $25. That allows you to cover $5 in advertising, $14 in product costs, and still keep $6 as profit. Now, beyond the raw numbers, consider using psychological pricing. For example, pricing an item at $19.99 instead of a flat $20 can increase conversions. You can also create bundle offers like buy two for $35 to boost your average order value. You might even run a loss leader campaign, selling one product at $9.99, even though it costs you $14, just to attract customers. Then upsell them on related products through email marketing. All of these tactics help you price strategically, increase profits, and stay competitive in the e-commerce space. To know whether you're building a sustainable business, you need to compare customer acquisition cost, or CAC, to lifetime value, or LTV. Customer acquisition cost is simply how much you spent on ads and marketing, divided by the number of new customers during that period. For example, if you spend $1,000 on Facebook ads and get 50 new customers, your customer acquisition cost is $20. Lifetime value is a bit more nuanced. You multiply your average order value, or AOV, by how often customers buy per year, then multiply that by the average number of years they stay active. So if your average order value is $30 and on average, people buy 3 times a year and remain active for 1.5 years. Then your lifetime value is 30 times 3 times 1.5, which equals $135. That means, on average, each customer brings in $135 in revenue over their lifetime. The magic number to remember is a lifetime value to customer acquisition cost ratio of at least 3 to 1. If your customer acquisition cost is $20, you want your lifetime value to be at least $60. If you can only get lifetime value to $40, then you need to either lower your ad costs, for example by improving ad targeting or creative, or increase your average order value, perhaps through cross-selling or upselling. To measure these metrics, integrate Google Analytics enhanced e-commerce to track returning versus new customers. Shopify and WooCommerce both have built-in analytics that let you run cohort analysis. For example, seeing how customers from January behave compared to those from February. In your email platform, like Klaviyo, you can also break down lifetime value generated by email campaigns. Having a dashboard that shows customer acquisition cost and lifetime value side by side is crucial for making data-driven decisions. Once you've nailed product market fit with your initial stock keeping units, it's time to scale. Start by adding complementary products. For example, if you sell yoga mats, test yoga blocks or resistance bands. Launch them in small batches, just 1 to 3 stock keeping units, to avoid overcommitting. If they perform well, expand further. On the advertising side, don't just double your budget overnight. Instead, increase your daily spend on winning ad sets by about 20% every few days, while monitoring performance closely. When an ad set's return on ad spend starts to drop, duplicate it and change the creative, such as the headline, image, or video, so the algorithm treats it as a fresh ad. As revenue grows, you'll need help. A virtual assistant can handle daily order monitoring and basic customer support by using a prepared response guide. You might also consider hiring an ad specialist or an agency to manage your Facebook or Google campaigns once your monthly ad spend reaches $3,000 to $5,000. Platforms like Upwork or Fiverr are great places to find freelance designers who can create hero images, social media ads, and email headers. To get more out of your funnel, run A/B tests on key elements: headline copy, call to action button color, and the steps in your checkout process. These optimizations can boost conversion rates by 10 to 30% without increasing your ad spend. Add social proof elements, like customer photos using the product or trust badges, such as seen on or secure checkout, to reduce purchase hesitation. You can also add a live chat widget so visitors can ask quick questions instead of leaving your store. Finally, improve your automation. Go beyond simple time-based sequences and use behavior-based flows. For example, automatically send cart abandonment emails to anyone who leaves an item in their cart for more than 2 hours. After a purchase, send cross-sell offers based on what the customer bought. Integrate a full-featured customer relationship management system like HubSpot or ActiveCampaign so you can segment customers by how much they've spent, where they are located, or how engaged they are. Build a business intelligence dashboard in Looker Studio, formerly known as Data Studio, that pulls in data from Google Analytics, Facebook ads, and Shopify. This creates a unified view of your key performance indicators. That way, at a glance, you can see how many visitors you have, your purchase rate, customer acquisition cost, lifetime value, and projected monthly revenue. To wrap up, let's summarize the essential steps. Niche and product research. Use tools like Google Trends, Amazon bestsellers, and AliExpress to identify winning products. Store creation. Choose either Shopify or WooCommerce. Select a theme, install essential apps, and set up your shipping and payment systems. Sales funnel. Begin with a compelling lead magnet. Follow up with an email sequence to nurture interest. Then, retarget visitors who didn't buy and offer upsells to increase order value. Automation. Connect your store to supplier apps like Oberlo or Printful. Set up automation with tools like Zapier so you and your team are instantly notified of new orders. Pricing strategy. Add together your product cost, advertising cost, platform fees, and your desired profit margin. Aim to keep your lifetime value at least 3 times your customer acquisition cost. Scaling, test new products. Scale advertising budgets gradually. Bring on team members when needed, and invest in optimizing your conversion rates. Finalize your niche and pick your top 3 products this week, using the exact research steps we covered. Decide whether to use Shopify or WooCommerce. Set up your storefront and install fulfillment apps like Oberlo or Printful. Build the first version of your funnel. Design a landing page using ClickFunnels, Lead Pages, or Shopify's Page Builder. Write 3 to 5 emails for your welcome sequence and set up retargeting audiences inside Facebook ads. Integrate your fulfillment system so that once the first order comes in, everything runs hands-off. Launch a small advertising test, spending between $5 and $10 per day, and track your customer acquisition cost compared to your average order value to make sure you're on a profitable path. Once you begin seeing consistent profits, reinvest 20 to 30% into testing new stock keeping units, hiring a virtual assistant for customer service, and increasing your ad budget. If you follow these steps in order, you'll go from zero to a fully functional side hustle with a scalable e-commerce funnel in just a few weeks. Good luck, and let's get selling. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more smart money systems and strategies. Your next breakthrough could be just one tip away.